Serious song. It's so serious.
I've got these voices in my head saying this whole thing. It's just weird, self-referential, self-indulgent bullshit.
You know what, y'all? You know what? Die, vampire, die.
No, what do you mean?
Well, I'll tell you what I mean. There are some people in the world that say that writing music or composing music or dancing sparkly dances is easy for them. Nothing interferes with their ability to create. Now, while I celebrate their creative freedom, a little part of me wants to punch those motherfuckers in the teeth. This song, I sing this song for you guys and for all the rest of us. Help me out, y'all.
We'll sing back up.
You have a story to tell, a novel in a drawer.
Old sock drawer.
You have a painting to paint, but you're lazy like an old French whore.
Je suis whore.
You have a move it to make trinket dings you can bake, but you best grab a steak, cause in sweet vampires, in creepy vampires, needy vampires, filling you with doubt, insecurity about what part to be in. Sweet vampires, die vampire! You sketched that turtle you saw in an ad on the cable TV.
Tippy turtle.
But the fourth grade teacher said, all vampires won't let you be.
Fuck you, Miss Johnson. Word.
And when they come run like hell, see those bats in your belfry that call on Van Helsing.
The vampires.
Filling you with thoughts of
Self-consciousness.
feelings of
Worthlessness.
damn things.
Second guess.
Die, vampire! There are so many vampires inside, outside, and nationwide. It helps to recognize them with this vampire hunting guide. Listen closely, my children. A vampire is a person or thought or feeling that stands between you and your creative self-expression, but they can assume many seductive forms. Here's a few of them.
Tell us, Susan.
First up are your pygmy vampires. They'll swarm around you like gnats and say things
Your
like,
teeth need whitening.
You went to Harvard.
You sound weird. Shakespeare.
Sometimes there is.
for you and better than you. Or they might say that you don't sing good enough to be in a musical. Or they might say,
Your song is repetitive. Your song makes me tired. Your song is repetitive and it doesn't rhyme.
to keep that song from you, will you tell them?
Die, vampire, die.
Brothers and sisters, next up is the air freshener vampire. It might look like one of those precious moments angels with that can renews it in its tiny ceramic hand. But don't be fooled. If it smells something unpleasant in what you're writing, it'll urge you to it with some fine, fresh smell bumps. The air freshener vampire doesn't want you to write about language, blood, or blow. It wants you to clean up and clean it out, which will leave your work toothless, gutless, and crotchless. But you will be left with 2 tight paragraphs on kittens that your Nemo would be so proud of. You look at that air freshener vampire and its doe-eyed, sweet-cheeked, judgy fucking face. And you say,
Morte, vampire, morte.
the last vampire is the mother of all vampires, and that is the vampire of despair. It'll wake you up at 4 a.m. to say things like,
Nobody cares what you think.
You look like an idiot.
No matter how hard you try, you'll never be good enough.
why is it if some dude walked up to me on the subway platform and said these things, I would think he was a mentally ill asshole. But if the vampire in my head says it, it's the voice of reason.
You have a story to tell. Pull your novel out of that sock drawer.